We call the 13th meeting of this year to order. This is the Village Board of Trustees, the Village of Depew, September 22nd, 2025, at 7:03. Pledged by Trustee Kraft, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Remain standing for a second. As we gather here tonight in service to our community, let us take a moment to reflect on the responsibility entrusted to us. Within each of us resides a wellspring of untapped potential, a strength that knows no bounds. May we recognize our capacity to create meaningful change both within our village and in the lives of those that we serve. Let empowerment be our guiding force, inspiring us to lead with wisdom, integrity, and compassion. May our decisions foster unity, progress, and a brighter future for all. With unswerving resolve, let us work together to build a community where every voice is heard, every effort is valued, and every action is taken with the greater good in mind. Amen. Okay, we will have notification of our fire exits.
The emergency exits are located to my left and to the rear of the room. In the event of an alarm or emergency, please move in an orderly fashion and evacuate the building.
Roll call, please.
Trustee Moravsky.
Here.
Trustee Zimba.
Here.
Trustee Kraft.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Here.
And Mayor Peterson.
Here. First item tonight is accept the zoning board meeting minutes from August 28th, 2025.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion and move for its adoption. Accept the zoning board meeting minutes, August 28th, 2025. Number one, Rebecca De Pasquale and Justin Palmer for a variance on property located at 66 Lee Street to permit them to widen their driveway more than 5 feet in front of the principal dwelling, approved. Number two, Robert Anna for a variance on property located at 194 Warsaw Street to permit him to construct a fence in his yard within 5 feet of the right-of-way, approved.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's carried. Next item tonight is approve the planning board meeting minutes from September 4th, 2025.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I'd like to make a motion, move for its adoption. To approve the planning board meeting minutes September 4th, 2025. Item 1, Ahmed Salah, located at 6061 Transit Unit 6063, is requesting a special use permit to open and operate a vape and smoke shop, approved.
I second the motion.
Need a roll call vote, please?
Trustee Moravsky.
Yes.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
And that's carried.
So I'm going to go through the items that are on our agenda tonight, and you'll be able to come forward, state your name and address for any questions on the agenda items only. This is initially. Then later on in the meeting, there'll be a spot for any public concerns and comments on any topic. So the first item up tonight on our agenda is to appoint a part-time laborer in our recreation department, and that'd be for Matthew Gary, part-time laborer, recreation. Second resolution is permission for the Depew High School motorcade, a yearly traditional thing that's done with the high school, and motorcade goes from the bus garage through various streets up and around Lancaster, correct, Chief?
Correct.
Yep, and then back over. And that's for October 24th, 2025, during their lead up to the football game that Friday. Next item is authorize the administrator to advertise for a public hearing on our community development block grant application that we'll be putting in. This is on the Lancaster side and the Cheektowaga side. On the Lancaster side, we'll have up to $150,000. Initially, the board's looking at improving a small playground park that's off of St. James here. If the public has other ideas, then we welcome you to the meeting on October 14th, 2025, and share those ideas. On the Cheektowaga side, we have $100,000 that's given through Cheektowaga from the federal government. We use half of that money to pay for services in our senior center. And then the other half typically has gone into sidewalk work on the west side of Transit Road in certain areas. And we have some areas up in Airview Drive area and Lee Street, I believe.
We, in that area, looking to possibly put in sidewalks.
Yeah, so there's no sidewalks there now, and if we did start to do sidewalk work there, it would take a while, because there's only so far that 50 grand goes. But we're open to any ideas on that side as well. That's October 14th, which is a Tuesday, Dave. It's not a Monday meeting because Monday is a holiday. Let Paul know, okay? Thank you. All right. Next resolution is permission for membership to the Depew Volunteer Fire Department. Looks like we're bringing on two new members, one for the Cayuga Hose Company and one for the Hook and Ladder Company. Next item is permission for the Depew Volunteer Fire Department to take Engine 1, 3, and 5 to attend live fire training at the Amherst Fire Training Tower on Millersport. And permission to grant the chief's truck Monday, October 6th, returning Tuesday, October 7th, to attend the annual New York State Fallen Firefighter Memorial Ceremony in Albany, New York. The next item is to adopt local law number 3 of 2025 regarding open fires and incinerators. Would you like to share a little bit on that?
Sure.
Attorney Alba?
We had the public hearing at the meeting 2 weeks ago. This is kind of an update to a law that was on our books about 10 or 15 years ago. Paul's not here to tell us about it, but he was at the meeting when it was taken off the books. And there were some issues with our fire department and police department not being able to stop people who were constantly having fires, and the neighbors were complaining. So this gives them a bit of an enforcement mechanism. We couldn't figure out why it was taken off the books in the first place, so we're just undoing that decision to make it so there's some level of protection to residents who are annoyed by excessive backyard fires and things like that.
But just to be clear, it doesn't mean you can't have a,
No, not at all. It's got some rules in there, and it's meant to be a reactionary law, so police and fire aren't going to drive around looking for people having bonfires and go write tickets. It's when the neighbors or someone calls and complains, this fire's been going on for 6 hours, my house is filled with smoke, please send someone.
okay. That takes us through the agenda items. If there's any questions on those items, step to the podium, name and address, and we'll do our best to answer the question. Anyone have any comments on the agenda items? Anybody have any comments, questions? Okay, seeing that there are none, we're going to move on to item number 1, and that's appoint a part-time recreation laborer, not director, sorry. Got you nervous there, didn't I?
It's got a trophy.
Yeah, first place.
Okay, pursuant to Section 4-400 of Village Law, I, Mayor Kevin Peterson, do hereby appoint Matthew Gary to the position of part-time laborer at the Recreation Department. I need a roll call vote, please.
Trustee Moreski.
Yes.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
And that's carried.
Resolution number 2, permission for the Depew High School motorcade.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion and move for its adoption. Whereas the Depew High School Leadership and Action Committee has made application for a motorcade escort for Friday, October 24th, 2025 at approximately 12 p.m. And whereas said motorcade route and traffic enforcement has been authorized by the Police Department and the Depew Fire Department will participate in the motorcade. Now therefore be it resolved that permission is granted to the Depew High School Leadership and Action Committee to hold the above-mentioned motorcade on Friday, October 24th, 2025.
I second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And opposed? And that's carried. Resolution number 3, authorize the administrator to advertise for a public hearing on a community development block grant application and funds for both the Lancaster side and the Cheektowaga side of the village.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I'd like to make a motion, move for its adoption. The administrator is hereby authorized to advertise a public hearing to discuss the community development block grant for the Lancaster and Cheektowaga sides of the Village of Depew at the Tuesday, October 14th, 2025 board meeting.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's been carried. Resolution number 4, permission for membership to the Depew Volunteer Fire Department.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following resolution and move for its adoption. Be it resolved, the membership is hereby granted to the following the Depew Fire Department pending the passing of their physicals. Engine 3, Cayuga, Elliot Mendez, Hook and Ladder Company, Michael Matthews.
I second the motion.
Need a roll call vote, please?
Trustee Morowski.
Yes.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
And that's carried.
Agenda item number 5, permission for the Depew Volunteer Fire Department.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion to move for its adoption. Permission is hereby granted to Engine 1, Engine 3, and Ladder 5 to attend live fire training on Tuesday, September 23rd at the Amherst Fire Training Tower located on Millersport Highway in the town of Amherst from 6:30 p.m. till 9:30 p.m. Permission is hereby granted to Car 9, the fire department's chief's vehicle, starting on Monday, October 6th and returning on Tuesday, October 7th to attend the annual New York State Fallen Firefighter Memorial Ceremony in Albany, New York.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's been carried. Agenda item number 6, adopt local law number 3 of 2025, open fires and incinerators.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following resolution and move for its adoption. Whereas the Board of Trustees of the Village of Depew, New York, held a public hearing on September 8th, 2025, at 7 p.m. in the council chambers of the municipal building, 85 Manitou Street, Depew, New York, to consider the adoption of a local law, open fires and incinerators. Whereas all persons were given an opportunity to speak for or against this local law. Now, therefore, be it resolved, this local law is hereby adopted. Copies are available at the entrance. Copies of said law are available at the entrance.
I second that.
Need a roll call vote, please?
Trustee Morowski.
Yes.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
And that's carried.
In the past 2 weeks, we've received employment applications from the following individuals. For our rec department, Samuel Fry, Jaden Rogowski, and Parker Cole. There are no department head reports at this meeting, no unfinished or other business. Before we actually get to public concerns and comments in general, we'll go around the room to our department heads and the trustees for any reports. I'm going to start right over there on my right. Don from our building department, a code enforcement officer.
Just give people a heads up. They are coming in to file the paperwork to start on the solar project on Broadway. So there will be some equipment gathering there soon to start clearing that. So just be careful of any construction trucks and stuff that might be over there pulling out onto Broadway. A lot of phone calls, the old DePizio property over there. They are cleaning the property out, making way for construction that will be taking place in the near future. We did ask them to come in and file a special use permit because they are processing and removing stone and dirt from the property. So just let everybody know that we will be sending out letters to anyone within 500 feet of those properties. And just keep an eye on the bee to know when that special use, the date of the special use to be heard if you want to come in and say yay or nay. That's pretty much it. I mean, coming to the end of the season, please keep your yards clean, get your leaves raked up, and let's get ready for winter.
Okay. All right down the table here, Chief McNamara from Police.
Good evening. Last couple weeks, I don't know if it's the start of school, but we've seen an uptick in accidents. We have a lot of kids on bikes. We have a lot of pedestrians walking to school. And we've also had some significant road rage incidents here in the village. So please be mindful of that. Take your time, leave early, and respect the other people on the road. Thank you.
On the other side of the table, I have Chief Musilak from the Fire Department.
Since our last board meeting, we've had 27 calls with 300 year-to-date. We've had some significant calls since our last meeting. We had a detached garage fire, fully involved, with some exposure issues. We've had multiple car accidents, like the chief has said. I don't know if it's just more traffic right now and people not paying attention on the roads, but there has been an uptick in accidents. Also, we had a large brush fire at SNL Ranch, and it's just been busy lately. So, appreciate all the efforts of our firefighters in our fire department. Sunday, October 12th, from noon to 3 p.m., the Depew Fire Department, along with the rest of the departments in the village, the PD, the REC, the Department of Public Works, Village Hall, will be having our annual Halloween event in the park for the kids and the families. So please look for that to be advertised on social media. And for anybody who has children in school, there'll be flyers coming home with them over the next couple of weeks. Hoping for nice weather and hoping for everybody to come out and join us for that day. It's always a good event for the community. I'd like to welcome two of our new members, Elliot and Mike. Mike actually also works for our Department of Public Works, so he's already involved with the village as well. Should be two key new additions to our department. We look forward to working with them. And lastly, last but not least, this is the time of year everybody should be checking their smoke detectors and their carbon monoxide detectors, making sure they're working properly. As the holiday season and the colder months are coming up here soon, where your houses will be closed up a little bit tighter, you'll be spending a little more time in your homes. We always encourage everybody to check those in the spring and also in the fall again. And just a reminder, we've had a lot of calls lately where we've been in residences in the basements where they've had living quarters, or should I say bedrooms, without a secondary means of egress from the basement. You cannot have living quarters in a basement with only one egress, which would be the basement stairs. You need to have a secondary means of egress, which would be a egress window, a properly installed egress window, to have living quarters down in the basement. If something were to happen and you weren't able to get, whoever was down there wouldn't be able to get out, and there's a chance that we wouldn't be able to get to them if the stairs are cut off from us or they're burned out. So please do not put living quarters in the basement unless you have a secondary way of getting out. And last but not least, there's been a lot of projects the fire departments are working on lately, and a lot of them couldn't have been completed or done without the help of the mayor, the village board, and the administrator. So as always, as chief of the fire department, I'm very thankful for your guys' continued support and efforts to work with us. That's it.
Inspections or the new truck finally being out?
Yeah, so our new truck, we've had some obstacles and roadblocks put in our way with it. It's been a long project, and unfortunately, we had it delivered a couple months ago, and then we were told there were some recalls on it through Ford. So the recalls finally were taken care of, and we received the truck back on Friday of last week. We're finishing up some in-service training on it, and that truck will be in service to serve the community and respond to calls this coming Friday. So look for it out and about in the community. It's really going to be an asset to our fire department and to the residents of the village. And our department inspection, which we have annually in September. Dynamics have changed a little bit. We used to have a parade down Terrace, but some things have changed with that. And it's our day where we recognize our members for their efforts and their achievements and accomplishments throughout the year, along with remembering our members that we've lost since our last annual inspection. So it's always a traditional event that we have in our department, something that everybody looks forward to.
Thank you, Chief. Recreation Department Director?
On Saturday at Fall Fest, we had a nice boys 12 and under basketball tournament. Lasted about 4.5 hours. It was a nice event. This is our second week. The rink is open and it's been sold out every day and everything. Even with the hot weather, everything's been running well.
Open skates?
They come in November.
What, Saturdays and Sundays?
Saturdays and Sundays, 2 to 4.
2 hours, okay. Skating lessons this year?
Yep, skating lessons. And we have a new program. We have a beginner hockey.
Okay.
Okay. The flyers will be up. They'll be coming up on the website too.
Okay, so will it be on your Facebook, the village's
The
Facebook?
villages.
Okay. All right,
Sam, look, and you can learn how to play hockey.
all right. Sam Albel, our village attorney.
Hey, everybody, it's nice to come to meetings when I've gotten all my homework done. We passed a local law. We've got a lot of contracts that we're processing through. Reminder to send me your contracts so I can edit them or approve them. And to discuss pending litigation or other things like that with me. Otherwise, not too much.
No?
Thank you for passing the local law. This is much better than the first local law I drafted where someone told me it was unconstitutional, and I thought I would be out of the job by the end of the night. Look how far we've come.
Go to trustee Zimba.
Good evening. I gave everyone in attendance a copy of this flyer. They're up at a number of local businesses, so thank you to those businesses that put them up for me. It is the village's 5th annual electronic waste recycling drive. It's right here in the parking lot of Village Hall from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on October 4th. It's contactless, so you pull up with your vehicle, open up your hatch or your door, and everyone will carry them out for you. Accepted items, limited 3 TVs per vehicle. CRT and tube TVs must be physically intact. This is a free event, again, for all village residents. We accept computers, monitors, printers, keyboards, video game systems, phones, tablets. What we don't accept are refrigerators, dehumidifiers, microwave smoke detectors. Again, it's less than 2 weeks from now here at the Village Hall parking lot from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., rain or shine, I'll be here, so come and see me, please. Take advantage of this free event. That's it.
If you get here early, the lineup is on the south side of Gould,
Thank you.
so you'll just wait in line. They'll come up, a U shape in the parking lot takes less than 2 minutes probably.
It doesn't take long at all. You'll see me out there, be moving people along.
So that's a benefit that was negotiated into our contract with Casella, that this gets held every year. This is the 5th year for it. We think it's a valuable benefit. We'll go to trustee Morosky.
Just congratulations to our 2 new members of the fire department, and that's about it.
Okay. On the other side, trustee Kraft.
Nothing new here.
Don't I want to toot your horn about your family-friendly zone at the Fall Fest?
Oh, yeah, it was a good turnout.
Yeah.
We had some games, face painting. I think we had 80 pumpkins. that the kids could
78.
take.
There's still 2 I saw underneath the seat.
Yeah, those were included in the count of 78, but
Yeah, they were.
those 2 were.
We had almost 80 pumpkins that the kids could decorate with
Thank you.
face stickers, and the carriage ride was pretty cool too. I heard. I didn't get to go,
The
but
buggy ride?
yeah,
The wagon ride?
Kid in a bubble.
yes,
Oh, you'll get your turn here in a second.
still.
Deputy Mayor Adolph?
Yeah, first off, great Fall Fest event. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for everyone who put it together. Departments coming together. That's the best part. Collaboration. Just a call to We're winding down for submissions for the banner program for any veterans that have lived in or are associated with the Village of Depew. We're gonna put it on the banner, and those submissions are due by the end of October. So if you do have a resident that you're aware of that served in our military, we'd love to have them commemorated on a banner. So they can reach out to me directly at my village email address, aadolf@villageofdepew.org, and any way you can get in touch with me, I'm happy to help honor our veterans. So that's it for me tonight.
How many do you think you have so far?
Yeah, we're approaching the limit, so yeah.
We're approaching 70?
The original limit,
Original?
I think, yeah. So we'll see how it shakes out at the end here.
So for village residents wanting to recognize a member of their family or so, there's no cost to them,
No cost.
right?
Just
The
need a
cost of the banner itself is done by sponsorships.
Sponsorships in the village, so no cost to the taxpayer either. And all we need is a high resolution photo of the resident, so.
And you'll still do this for another 4 weeks or so?
Yep, about 4 weeks.
Okay. Administrator Regina.
Yeah, just wanted to thank everybody for their help with Fall Fest. It really was one of our better events. We try to have a lot of family-friendly activities, and I really think we nailed it this year. A lot of the comments were that there was so much for the kids to do, the touch truck, climb up in the recycling truck, in the SWAT vehicle, and everything. Just lots of different activities for the kids, and without everybody's help, it wouldn't have been as successful as it was. So greatly appreciate all the assistance with it.
So tag off the Fall Fest. I know that, Don, you organized a cornhole tournament. I can guarantee you that no other fall festival in this area had a cornhole. And also had the basketball tournament with the kids.
Yes.
You want to
I
expound on
did,
it?
thank you for bringing that up. I did want to thank, I had a lot of sponsors here, very generous donations from a lot of businesses that really helped us, this event. Went really well. We paid out 5 different prize amounts, to people. We still are figuring out the numbers, but when it's all said and done, we should have a pretty good sized check that we're going to be donating to Tunnels for Towers. And we'd like to come back every year and do this if the village will have us.
Yeah, I think it was a unique event. Your Healthy Buffalo group was tremendous again. I know the guy who was heading that up, he came over many times to me about what a great setting it was, and I think that trophy was left at the one.
Oh, you didn't give that to me?
No, that was left at one of the vendors. I can't imagine one of the kids just sort of left it there,
I'll
but
see Chaz tomorrow. I'll give it.
I'm sure somebody will claim that. Chief Mitch Martin from Erie County Sheriff was very helpful in bringing out the SWAT vehicles and the child ID table.
And the explosives.
And there was a
snacking
dog there that day. We had representation from our police and our fire departments. Our rec department and electrical department did a great job. The board, we all worked together pretty well. It's nice that we were all there and we got some things done. Yeah, it was a fun time. I think it was a fun time. So a couple things on my item here. As many of you know, George Urban Boulevard is being worked on extensively by the county. So from Dick Road to the railroad bridge near St. Martha's, they're doing the drainage work. And on the other side, I see that they're doing work on the sidewalk entrances. It looks like they're re-putting in a bunch of new approaches. The entire stretch from Transit Road to Dick Road will be milled and paved at one time once they get the drainage work done. So we still probably have about 3 weeks or so with that. The last 4 EV chargers were put here in Village Hall, so we have a total of 6. We still need to work on signage on the road. I think that was important, although they dropped the ball on that. Where you can put it on, because I think it'd be hard if people came here, like our seniors, to park. They wouldn't necessarily see the sign that says it's for EV chargers only. So I'm going to work with Ken on that. The e-waste thing you did. I was going to ask, does anybody know what this might be? Anybody have any idea?
Railroad spike.
Oh, close.
That's what I said.
That's close. It's got a little curve in it there. This is a byproduct of some of our youngsters in the village who don't take care of our property. Okay, they abuse some of our property in the parks. This was the mallet for the xylophone. So instead, somebody decided to just rip it off of there, and now that piece of equipment's got to be repaired. So we continue to struggle with a certain small group of individuals that take it upon themselves to abuse the parks and the monies that we put into the park. So we're on heightened alert. So if you're in the park and you see something that's not happening right, take it upon yourselves to contact our police on the non-emergency line, and if they have a vehicle available, they'll come out there. There's not a lot we can do. This doesn't amount to more than, what is it, Chief? $1,000? It's got to be over $1,000. So,
It depends on the age of the individual.
okay. So I'm just hoping that if we can make an example of a few of them, maybe they'll stop abusing the parks. Because as you heard earlier, we'd like to put another 150 grand into the park over here, and I would hate to see that be the same kind of situation, so. All right, I'm going to shut up now. Anybody can come up, ask any question or comment on any topic. We'll do our best to answer the, step to the podium. Oh, Dave Burkhart, come on up.
Just a quick question.
5 Autumn
I
Lane.
did think of something.
Hang on, got to come to the microphone.
Dave Burkhardt, 5 Autumn Lane. I had a sewer backup in my house last week, and I'm gonna have a backhoe dig up my front yard. Now, there was no kind of grant in the village that would help defray my costs, would there?
Not.
I didn't think so,
Not
but I-
through the village, no. I'm wondering if, you know, the county
The county
social
had a-
services kind of thing?
The county had a program to do, wasn't it the thing that Carmi did for like a
So
lateral
that's
repair?
only for the replacing lead lines from the water, the meter box to the house, or something along those lines. But yeah, it wouldn't really affect your sanitary sewer.
No, yeah. I heard it's gonna be quite expensive, but I didn't think so, but.
Good, thanks.
Hey, can I ask one more question?
Huh?
The fire chief, how come we're sending fire trucks over to Amherst to, I mean, when they have one in Cheektowaga, just for something different, or?
It's a good question, Dave.
It-
I'm willing to answer that, absolutely. So, yes, we do have a training facility at Cheektowaga, which we use at least 3 or 4 times a year. But Amherst is also a county, part of that county facility, and they also have one out at Chestnut Ridge. And all 3 of them are a little bit different and set up different. So when your members get used to going into the same building and they learn to sit layout over and over and over again, it doesn't become challenging, right? So we try to go to, what we usually try to do is use Cheektowaga for most of our training, 3 or 4 times a year. And then we go to Amherst at least once a year for a change of venue and to throw some different training at our members.
It's a
That
great
makes any
idea.
sense.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you. Next, anybody? Come on, you looks like you want to come up.
We do have to go one at a time and get your name and address for the record, okay?
Well, this is the missus, so my name is Greg Bidas, B-A-J-D-A-S. My wife Diane. And I'd like to thank, we're from 112 University Boulevard in Depew. And I guess we should probably just congratulate the village of Depew on your fall days. It sounds like you guys had a great time.
Really pulled it off well.
That's right. Come on up here.
Thank you.
It's a lot of effort, I'm sure.
Okay, so we're here on behalf of Diane's mom, Charlotte Koach. She's 93 years old, and she is currently in-home hospice care. Okay, she resides at 112 University Boulevard. She's concerned that the value of her house is somewhat in jeopardy because of her neighbor, adjacent neighbor at 116 University Boulevard. His front, rear, and side yards are usually in deplorable condition. Don has helped him straighten some of that out over the months and years, but it's still in rather deplorable condition. So if you really want to see what it looks like, you can always drive by, again, take a gander. Yep. For some background information, since June of 2022, okay, the last 3 years have really been a struggle for Mrs. Kovach at that residence and her son who lives there with her. The neighbor at 116 has applied for 3 variances, and all 3 variances were unanimously denied, okay, by the zoning board. I think Mr. Alba was there at the time. I don't know if he remembers that or not, but.
I do.
Okay. We, as other neighbors on University Boulevard, voiced our concerns regarding the 3 variances, of course. Can I show them the picture?
Yes.
And I'll pass this around after the meeting so everybody take a look at it, but that was back in
Yeah,
September
I
of
recall that.
2024.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what it looked like. And I have to say the building department did a phenomenal job getting this under control.
Right. And that view is from Mrs. Kovach's driveway. So that's what she sees from the driveway, or if you back out of the driveway. We used to see that, okay?
They're artificial trees.
So, as a municipal...
Artificial Christmas trees, right?
Artificial Christmas trees, that is correct. That is correct. So, as a municipality, I'm sure safety of all residents should be a primary concern, and I'm sure it is. Through the efforts of your code enforcement officer, okay, and his department, because he had people working on this, the plastic Christmas trees, artificial Christmas trees were removed, okay? Thank goodness. They were definitely an obstruction at 112 University. Unfortunately, the homeowner now at 116 University has substituted a 4-foot by 8-foot sheet of plywood, additional masonry work further out from the front of the house, and a bunch of plantings on tables. I refer to your village ordinance 228-5, subsection D, under municipal responsibility, and it says, "No property owner shall be permitted to allow a tree, a shrub, or other plant growing on his or her property to obstruct or interfere with the view of drivers of vehicles or pedestrians on the sidewalk to create a traffic hazard." Believe me, that definitely creates a traffic hazard for 112 University. So, where's the picture?
Right now?
So right now, to show them that picture, this is as of today or yesterday, whatever the date was on that. And the dark picture is the board, the 4x8 board, and you can see the plantings, you can see the masonry work. It's there.
So it hasn't,
Okay.
so this is what we see.
Want to hit the other side, sweetheart?
Well, continue.
Okay. This will be quick. So, in our opinion, this current situation at 116 really is unacceptable because it obstructs one's view from the sidewalk and the street, okay? This barrier has created a hazard for anyone walking or bicycling on the sidewalk, and especially neighborhood children who go up and down the sidewalk. My mother-in-law likes to watch out her front window, and she'll see the kids on the bike. Okay? And cars coming down the street when anyone is in a vehicle. So we try to back out. We really don't know if a car's coming in that direction from there. You can't see it. He's got a couple flags flying there as well, you can see. So various visitors who come to my mother-in-law, because I must have skipped a section here or something. Yes, that's right. She has a lot of visitors, nurses, doctors, spiritual counselors, hospice aides come all the time, and family members. We go there. So, sure, go on, Don. Thank you.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
So, so that's what happens. So various visitors come and visit her, and they've complained. They've told my mother-in-law, hey, I'm backing out. I'm having a hard time seeing. I got to be really slow, really careful. I don't know if something's coming. So the artificial Christmas tree variance that was designed by the zoning board back in September of 2024, that was the first group of pictures, though these are not trees, right? They're not trees, but the same obstruction really exists today. The same situation exists today. So these conditions pose potential threats to public health and safety. The village is charged with the responsibility to ensure such conditions are rectified through appropriate enforcement. That's all we ask. Mayor Peterson and Deputy Mayor Adolph, you were sent some documentation in the mail a couple weeks ago by my wife, registered mail, so that you're aware of this.
We've had it, everyone on the board has seen it.
Oh, great.
Yep, and that picture there, let me see that one again, that's current.
Current.
Yeah, is that up to the sidewalk, so I couldn't see out if I was backing out of that?
Looks like they added some flags and moved plants out further.
You know, it's funny because the flags that he had there before, they're not American flags or anything. They're just, we don't know what the flags are. But he had the flags this way parallel to the street. So now he's turned them this way facing the driveway of my mother-in-law. So it looks like he's still trying
Is
to
that
build
like the
an
picture you showed
obstruction,
us
some
today?
type of obstruction here.
I don't believe that was it. Kate unfortunately got sick and she had to leave. She had the pictures with her, so I don't have them.
Okay.
But that does look, looks like that he has pushed it out further, because last time I was out there, they had removed all that stuff. And then the only thing left was some bricks, and that 4x4 sheet was only a half sheet. Looks like they added something since then.
He actually had a second sheet there, and with Don's help, he was able to get him to remove the first sheet, which really covered up. Oh, my goodness. You know, I mean, you got 16
You did a lot of
feet
work.
there.
I mean, a lot of work.
Yeah, yeah.
Your department.
Yeah.
As well.
It looks like they added more.
Yeah.
So I'll have
So-
to deal with it.
Yeah.
I think I'll find.
Okay.
The pictures are on Kate's desk.
Did you put them down? Let me see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
She just texted.
and how current were those, Don?
She took them this morning.
Oh, this morning? Because this gentleman went to court in July, July 10th, and he was given some strict instructions by the judge.
We're aware of
and the
that.
attorney.
We've kept up on it.
So, we're right, so all of this was
This has
discussed
been
with
an
the...
ongoing thing for years now. and
Absolutely, Mayor.
Everyone
Absolutely.
on the board has really gone through it an awful lot, and of course, our
Right.
code enforcement and even PD's been out there. a bunch of
We
times.
we sincerely appreciate all that you've done. It's just that I don't want people to stop coming to my mother, okay? She needs help and I
Yep.
can't provide that kind of help.
Right,
These are the pictures we were looking at in our pre-board.
okay.
These are different. These are different. These are taken, and your photos were taken when?
This morning,
So that's from the road. Theirs is from the
different-
driveway.
mine's from the driveway. And we have nurses and doctors and
It's a different angle.
Take the papers and let me look at it again. So,
It doesn't look as bad from the road.
It does
as
not.
from
Yeah.
theirs.
yeah.
So it definitely, in my opinion, is an obstruction, so I will be reaching out to them tomorrow.
Thank you, Don.
Thank you. Okay. All right, so you'll stop there tomorrow?
Yep.
No, I mean, there's also, the village also has a definition of what offense is, and it sort of meets the definition of offense. And your definition, it definitely meets the definition of offense, which is construction of wood, masonry, stone, wire, metal, or any combination of these, or similar materials for the purpose of serving as an enclosure, a barrier, or a divider to protect or decorate real property. But the kicker is, and Don's very aware of this, that your chapter 26, 31F4 says, it's an ordinance says, fencing of any height is not permitted within the required front yard. So, I mean, we're not sure if it's a fence, but even if it's defined as a fence, it's not supposed to be in the front yard, according to your ordinance, you know? So, whether it's a fence or it's an accessory to the house, we don't know what it is, you know? I mean, it's just a problem, and I'm so glad that everyone's aware of this, and we've been trying to resolve this with this gentleman. He thinks differently than everybody else does. I know Don is concerned for himself and his employees, that this man has been in here a number of times, ranting and raving, you know, and Don has an absolute concern for that. I appreciate that, but it's just upsetting the heck out of my mother-in-law, and,
want these back?
you know, it's one of those things. So, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your time,
Don,
your
you know what to do
appreciation.
tomorrow.
I'll take it.
Okay.
And I appreciate that. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
no problem. Thank you. Thank you for coming in.
Anybody else tonight? Come on up, Pastor Turley. How are you tonight?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good.
My name is Deborah Turley, and I am here on behalf of the Depew Community Center right across the parking lot. Jesse Nikonowitz is here with me. And we requested a continuation or extension of a temporary certificate of occupancy for the first floor of our building. And I wrote a letter to you asking for that continuation. So I'm here to answer any questions that the trustees may have.
Okay, so I'm aware of it because we've had discussions.
Yes.
But I'd like for you to explain the reason why the grant or whatever it was that you were not able to get the parking lot and the handicap accessible ramp in the back.
This is the ramp coming from the laundromat to the back.
Correct. So we received a grant from New York State through Monica Wallace for $125,000. It's a reimbursement grant. It's been fully executed, ready to go. So the first steps that we had to take included hiring an engineering firm and an architect in order to develop the plans. They did a topographical survey and are now finishing up the plans to enable us to put the bid out for contractors and then to actually construct the parking lot and the fully ADA entrance at the back of our building. The delay we were awarded the grant, about 8 months ago. And so we have been working.
After Ms. Wallace left office?
Yes, she got us the grant, but it wasn't fully executed until, I think, February of this year. So we have been working diligently. Once we had the grant executed and we knew we were actually going to have access to the funding, we then contracted with Sutton Architects and with engineering. And so they slowly developed the plan for the project. As a result of not being able to provide the stamped plans to the building department, we could not request the extension of the certificate of occupancy. So now we have submitted those plans and are now asking for that extension. Because of the winter coming, we anticipate putting the RFP out over the winter, hiring a contractor, and that they would do the actual work, hopefully in the spring.
6
or
months?
early
Is that what
summer.
you're looking for, 6 months?
I think so. I think so.
How did you explain it to us in the pre-board that there's already been a 6-month extension?
Well, there was a 6-month extension, yes, allowing them, because they couldn't meet all ADA requirements, they asked for early access to be able to utilize, and they put some temporary small ramp at the bottom of the stairs and one of those accessible lifts to bring anybody with any type of affliction up to the main area.
Because you've got a lot of events there. Have you used that probably a lot to get people to the events? The meat
Not a
raffles
lot, but
or-
it does get used because we do have a lot of events there. Yeah.
So according to New York State, as long as they're working on it and they can get it done in a certain amount of time, I don't remember what it is off the top of my head, I can allow them to use that with the temporary requirements, but they have to meet those state requirements at a certain point in time. So they'll be asking for an extension. They may have to go to the state for that extension also. I'll have to look up the requirements for it.
Do they have to go back to one of the boards in order to get it? I mean, planning or zoning?
No, they've that portion of it's done, and they had this commenced work within 6 months, which they did, and they've been working on it. Their permits, the majority of the permits completed except for that portion of it. So the problem is, and I just want you to be aware that Sutton did submit a set of plans, but it was not for the ramp or the parking lot yet. It was for the upstairs offices to be utilized. So I do need them to bring in the stamped plans and stuff. Once you issue the permit, you do have a certain amount of time to get that done, but you have to be under contract with the village for that. So that's why I'm trying to impress upon you to
Right.
have them come in as soon as
So
possible.
I know that there is a meeting this coming Thursday with the engineers, the architect, and Tom Sweeney, our developer. And I believe they're going to be making some final decisions at that point in order to finalize those plans, but I will make sure that they understand that.
So once that's submitted, we can give you another temporary utilizing that space
Okay.
until that's, permit is completed.
That makes sense.
So just talking with Sam here a little bit, if we can get that paperwork to you, then on the 14th October, we can address that here and do an extension.
Yes, I think we have to do it by resolution, though.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, yeah. You don't have to be on the agenda. So can you,
Okay.
would your Suttons be able to get that, do you think? Well, let's try
So,
to do that.
I'll do my best.
All right, and then we can put it down, and again, remember that meeting is one day later than normal.
Right.
Because of the holiday, but that'll be our plan.
Okay,
All right.
wonderful. Thank you.
Good. Thank you,
Thank
Debbie.
you. Thanks,
Thank you very
Tom.
much.
Anyone else out in our audience? Our village historian, Miss Wolf.
I don't know how many of you know, but we exhibited in the Erie County Fair in the historical building again this year for the third time. And this time we were awarded 5th place for our exhibit.
I told you, nothing less than third.
So the Erie County Agricultural Society sent me our share of
The profits?
the prize money.
Oh.
And I will give it to you, Mr. Peterson, and you can do with it what you will.
We did have a discussion, you were supposed to get not less than a third place finish, right? But this is for third.
I'd like to point out to you that there are about 20 exhibits in that building.
Yes,
And some of the people have been there for 20 years.
yeah.
They put an exhibit in every year. And they have never got as high as 5th.
I know, and you have, what, 3 years in a row running
Yes.
as a place?
Yes, our first exhibit won 2nd.
It's always my first stop when I go to the fair, and
Yeah.
congratulations, you do great work, I'm only
And
kidding.
I'm giving it to you because I went to a seminar led by the New York State historian, who came out here from Albany, and he pointed out that no government-appointed historian made profit from their appointment.
Okay,
So I am not allowed to charge any of you anything.
well, make a note that we don't increase her salary at all, okay,
Okay.
in the next budget.
All right, it'll still be free.
Miss Wolf also comes to every one of the summer concerts. She sits at the tent and hands out candy, sharing photos and photo albums from many, many years as Depew is from the schools, and you were doing football this last weekend, right? Excellent.
And I didn't charge.
I know you did.
Well, thank you very much. You do a wonderful job.
There you go. $120. Nice job.
Cha-ching.
All right, anybody else? No? Okay. And seeing that there's none, we'll move to claims and accounts.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, the claims and accounts have been audited by the Finance Committee and approved for payment as follows.
In the general fund, $335,678.67. Community development, $7,125.75. Sewer fund, $859. Capital projects, $16,666.90. For a total of $360,330.32.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's carried. And I'll welcome an adjournment now.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees make the following motion, move for its adoption. I move that we adjourn the meeting at 7:57 PM.
I second that motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's carried.